that it was so different. It was bold. It was slightly existential, which means it would be leaving a lot open for interpretation for the viewer, the audience. I like that. I like the challenge it gave me as an actor to occupy a character alone, where just his own thinking and his own behavior was all you could be with. I liked the fact there was no dialogue. Those were all reasons why it was exciting for me, because that doesn't exist much. The way films are these days, that there's not much opportunity like this in a film, where it's such a pure cinematic experience that doesn't have what I think a lot of films have these days, which is exciting. I mean, it's entertaining, but a lot of special effects, a lot of explosions, a lot of cuts, and loud music, whatever, a lot of talk. It didn't have any of those things. It was a much more lean piece, and I was very drawn to that. Well, he had to be me, in a sense. I mean, the fact he doesn't have a name, I don't think he needs to have a name. I don't know if his name was Joe, it would have made any difference. I liked the fact that there was just little information, that I could fill that in myself, you know, and I like that. So I think the more information you have, slowly it begins to put a filter between you as the audience or the viewer and what's going on, or the characters. By removing that, no dialogue, no special effects, no voiceover, that created for me a more pure cinematic experience. And considering that's so rare, I really, that was attractive to me. Well, he's a wonderful filmmaker. I mean, he's everything I imagined him to be, and trusted him to be. He did Margin Call, which was at our festival, and the fact that this was so different from that movie, I thought, can this be the same person? A person that makes a film with people talking in a room, and now a person alone on a boat with no dialogue, and can this be the same person? So when we met, I liked him immediately. I liked him because I felt that he had really written a solid piece of film, and that he knew what he was talking about, because he's a sailor, and he was doing something personal. He was putting something personal on screen that belonged to him, and I trusted that. He was very sure of what he was doing, and he was very prepared. I liked that, which meant that as an actor I could just step into it. I didn't have to do a lot of research. I didn't have to do a lot of Googling and all that. I could just go with it. I just needed to trust him, and I did. And I'm glad I did, because it worked out. Well, I think it's obvious, and since I did my own physical stuff, I think it speaks for itself. It was very challenging. Well, it depends on what country you're in. Right now, it doesn't look too good where I'm sitting. No, as a human being, no, it's not all lost. You just keep moving. You keep moving if you can. You don't stop. You just keep pushing forward. Politically speaking, that's another matter, because you don't have control of the politics in your country. So you do the best you can. Because that's all there is he can do. There's nothing else he can do, except he can quit. But he doesn't quit. He just keeps moving, because that's the only thing he has left to do, is to keep moving. So he does it as long as he can.